Hey, welcome back to the table. So Jason and I are going to continue this game. And we do have Jason and the Muslims are up. And what's the top card, Jason? Can we bring it over here for the... this is very similar to the other card you had, isn't it? There was like the card that you dropped on the board.
Yeah.
This is very similar to that, isn't it?
No, not really.
Well, it was something up to states, right? Oh, it was 4 states. It was in...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Or it was 6, or... It doesn't matter. So what it's saying is, in states up to restraint, remove an activist, place a guerrilla, or shift to neutral, or in up to 3 spaces, replace a guerrilla or a sepoy with an activist. The problem is the Muslims go first, but I'm pretty sure...
This doesn't help them.
it's not even going to ask them if it's effective, because since they go first, they only care if it's critical. So they always check if it's critical for them, if it's critical for the next guy, or if they're critical on the next card. Are they?
No.
Okay, so they're not. So they're going to do op plus special activity, and then I'm going to hand this to Jason to look at, because it'll be his turn, and he's got to decide if he's going to do a limited operation or an event.
I'm doing it with them.
You're going to do the event? So I'll just leave the card here for now. Okay? So let's do their turn, and then you'll do yours. Would you like to control the AI again? Okay, so I'm drawing the card here. Is there 6 or more Muslim activists in India? Yes. Yes, there are. There's at least 7. There's not a crisis yet. Select one special activity. Persuade. So they're going to do persuade, Jason. In 2 spaces, they're going to use the remove priority.
Remove or replace?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're going to activate, well, hold on. They're going to activate guerrillas, so we don't need to do remove yet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we are. So what's the remove priority?
Most Muslim League bases?
All right, there's only 1 base out there, right?
2.
Where's the other one?
Oh, wait, no, there is one more.
Yeah, we already got it. You don't need to go anymore. So what they're going to do is they're going to activate guerrillas, which actually there's no guerrillas to activate, so we got to skip this step. So instead what they're going to do is remove adversaries. So it's still most bases? Yes?
It's remove or replace again?
Yeah.
Yep, most Muslim
Okay.
bases.
So now you got to look at the adversary chart. Remember that? So the top one is unrest marker,
Yep.
but the adversaries that they remove in this case can only be an active piece with troops and bases last. So even though there's an order there, the troops and bases have to be last. So
They'll do it again.
so what do you got? You got unrest, and then what's next?
Muslim state marker.
Well, they're not going to remove their own piece, so keep going.
Protest marker.
No protest,
Base.
no bases,
Gandhi.
no Gandhi,
Troop.
no troop.
Player faction.
Player faction would be me. That's no.
Most common piece.
They're a tie. So really I need to know, are they going to be a sepoy or a guerrilla first?
Support.
Sepoy's higher up?
Yep.
All right, so the sepoy's going to go. So they're going to do that there, and then they're going to pick another space. So what's the next one in the priority?
Muslim space. Protest. Raj control.
So Muslim space, there is no protest markers out.
2 pop.
Where are the protest markers? We have one here, here. That's 2 of them. There should be a 3rd one somewhere. Oh, over here. Okay, so no protest. You said Muslim space, and what's the next one?
2 pop.
2 pop.
Oh, protest. Raj control.
None of them are in Raj control.
If it's 1 random space, then.
Okay, roll 2 dice. You can re-roll that. So he rolled a 4-4, and what's that show up on the chart?
Here.
And then we're going to a Muslim space, so it's going to go to 5 and then 6 and then to 1, right? So you can just follow the black numbers.
And then.
So it's going to end up in Punjab, correct?
Up here.
Right, but we need to do a 2-pop space, remember?
Yeah.
So it's Punjab. Okay. So, all right. So they're going to remove an adversary, and unfortunately, you're the only one there. So they're going to remove yours.
But my own wrist stays.
Because it's not an active piece. This one specifically removes only active pieces. If your gorilla would have been turned over, you would have been fine.
Oh, okay.
But you got your 2 resources out of it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so is a die roll less than a number available? I see 3 available, so roll die.
4.
The answer is no, so we're going to flip this over. Are there any Muslim spaces eligible for non-cooperation? Non-cooperation is a space with a protest and Muslim League activist.
Nowhere.
No. So then they're going to do demonstrate. So they got to use the move priorities that's in there. So what does the first thing say?
Keep 2 activists at each protest.
No. You have to start at the top where it says ABC. And you're using the green demonstrate column.
Oh, okay. Using the space selection priorities table.
So you got to use this space selection. Like, where do they want to move to? I'm guessing it's going to be a 2-pop space. But look at the priorities for the Muslims and
The
say,
space with the most friendly cubes, activists, or guerrillas are not already selected as a destination.
that's where you're going to come from. But where are they going to go to? You got to look at the other chart. There should be like a move piece.
No.
There isn't?
Opposition, place spaces, place protest, place activists, remove or replace, demonstrate. Oh, demonstrate.
Yeah, demonstrate.
Oh, okay. Protest,
There's no protest anywhere.
Raj control,
No Raj control.
no, two
Oh,
pop.
hold on. So those are the top priority?
Yeah, protest.
So they can go to a Raj control space that's not Muslim? So it's not a Muslim space?
Yeah, it doesn't have to.
Okay, well, we got our answer then. They're going to where there's Raj control and a protest marker. So there's a protest marker right here. You see that? They can move to this one. They could theoretically move to this one because there's a protest marker there and there's a protest marker there. Does that make sense? Okay, so they're going to be moving the number of units based on unity. So the unity is 3. Okay, now go back to your other chart. And so they're going to move from the place with the most pieces. Well, so you said protest and control. That would be this place's top priority. This one has a protest but no control. Does that make sense?
Same here.
Oh yeah, they're next to that as well. So okay, you got to use. If you want me to do it, I'll do it. I just thought you had more fun being involved.
Well,
Okay, so you did A and then you're on B, right? Which is where's it coming from? It says place with the most pieces, right?
the most friendly cubes, activists, or guerrillas are not already selected as a destination.
So what if there's a tie? Does it say?
Then we keep going,
Okay,
right?
well, what's the next thing say?
Keep 2 activists at each protest.
At each protest. Well, there's no protest in any of these spaces, so keep going.
Keep 1 piece in spaces with friendly base.
Okay, there's a friendly base here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's next?
Keep activists to exceed Congress and provinces.
Okay,
Keep activists to equal Congress and Muslim states.
okay,
Keep sufficient pieces to add no Raj control.
okay. So, I would say that for this space here, there's 1 Raj cube here. There's 0 cubes here. There's a base
there was
here.
a cube there. Oh, we got rid of it. Yeah.
Yeah, we got rid of it. Okay, so there's a base here. So it says you got to keep 1 for the base, right? So the question is do we move 1 from here or do we move 1 from here? So I'm going to say we move 1 from here because there's less cubes. There's no cubes there. And then what's interesting, Jason, is when they move here, this protest marker causes it to flip up. And guess what happens? The Raj control goes away, so they lose 2 points. They're at 24 now, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that was an interesting move on their
Can
part.
we count that?
Count that as what?
Like, count the points, but I'm not sure if it was 25 or 26.
Did you bump it?
It was bumped here.
Okay, it's a little painful, but yeah, we can do it. 1, 2, okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22,
23.
23, 24. That's a 2-pop.
So it is.
We did have it correct. Okay. And thank you for catching that, because I missed it. Okay, so we did that. Now they get to keep going, moving pieces. So protest marker, for example, is here. So they would move one there, although it doesn't do anything. No.
But they have this to keep it from doing that.
Look, they only move, and you can even check the chart. They only move until barrage control gets removed.
Okay.
And then here, I think they'll move because there's no reason to stay. So they're going to move where the protest marker is and go there, which doesn't do anything. But so that's the 3 moves for the 3 unity, and then they're done. Okay? Now you get to go. You're going to do the event, you said?
Yep. Put a gorilla here.
So what does the event do again?
No, I can't put a gorilla there.
It's in a state.
Yeah.
Well, Muslim states count as states.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
Put a gorilla here. And we're dropping this to neutral.
Okay, and that causes me to lose points?
Yep.
You punk. And that's it? Just 2 places?
I can only do it in 2 places
All right.
because of restraint.
Oh yeah, because the restraint's only 2.
But it makes it so that it is very cheap for me.
Okay, so you're done, you punk. And so that means they go here, we go there. Give me the next card. Next card. And then I need the one after that. So this is the next card. Arrest all activists on railways or add up to 3 active activists or 2 strikes to any railways. It doesn't do anything for us, but we do get to go first. What's the next card? Is it critical for anybody?
No.
What's the shaded part do?
And up to 3 spaces, add 1 gorilla or activist from out of play.
From out of play?
Yeah.
That's actually really nice. Who goes first on that card?
Me.
You? Okay, so here's something I never explained to you when you're looking at the cards. See how in this one your color has a white background?
Yeah.
So normally only the Raj wants the white background and then everybody else wants the dark one. But if it has the white background behind it, it means you actually want to do the white background instead of the dark. Does that make sense? Because that's exactly what you did, is you did the white text. So when you're looking at the text on there and helping me with the AI, that is always what you should do. All right, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the full action and activity, and then they go last on the next card, so they're going to do the limited op. There's no activists on railways or strike markers, so it doesn't help them at all. Okay, so this game has been frustrating. I think playing as Gandhi's frustrating because I need protest markers to do stuff that I want to do, but right now there's 3 protest markers out there. I have activists out there, so I for sure want to do a non-cooperation. And I can also do a persuade, which lets me remove an active piece or activate a gorilla.
So support is like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could also remove a Muslim state, but I need to have Congress activists in a location with the Muslim state. So I got to get activists there. So that's an interesting one. All right. Okay, I'm going to do non-cooperation, which is any space with protests and Congress activists. First, shift each space one level towards active opposition, then shift restraint -1. So it's any space with protests and Congress activists. So so give me a passive oppose here. All right, and I scored 2 points. Just me, not them, just me. I scored 2 points. All right.
Huh?
This is not a Muslim space.
They only get Muslim spaces.
Yes, read the chit.
It's Muslim opposed.
Right. Muslim oppose is a Muslim space. You haven't been moving it when you're not supposed to, have you?
I have, but the good thing is they only have one thing out of a Muslim space here.
So they should have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points.
They do.
Okay. I should have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. And I do. Okay, we're good. All right. Raj is going to lose 2 points.
Stupid Raj.
And then I get to put a marker here, and I'm going to gain 2 points. And then the restraint goes down 1.
Oh, they're at 1. It only costs me 1 now.
Okay, so now I'm going to do persuade, which lets me remove 2 active pieces. So I'm going to remove this cube here. And it's anywhere that I have Congress pieces. So I'm going to remove, and it says troops and bases last. So I'm going to just be a dork and remove one of these from the city, right? I mean, I could have removed your stuff over here, but you're not really hurting anything for me. Okay? So now they get to go limited operation for them, the Raj. Is there 6 or more cubes in a protest space? I only see 3. No. So we're drawing another card. Any 2-pop spaces at active opposition? Yes. Any cubes exceed the cubes exceed active non-base adversaries in any 2-pop spaces. Cubes exceed.
Wait, how do I place a base?
That answer is yes. So, oh, in a 2-pop space. I'm sorry. The answer is no. So we're going to flip the card. And they want to do a sweep, which is a limited action. So they're only going to get to do it once. Troops in cities exceed troops in provinces. The answer is yes. So they're going to do a sweep. Okay, Jason, I need move priorities for the Raj. This is a sweep action.
Space with no Raj control. Everywhere.
Just about.
2-pop.
Okay. Yep, there's a lot of them.
Fewest active adversaries.
That's Punjab, don't you agree?
Yes.
Because, well, you have 1 active down here. Otherwise, Punjab has 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that would be it. So they're going to go there, and now you got to move to the other side, the ABC thing. And I know where they're going. So we got A figured out. It's the B. Where are they going to come from? It's
The space with the most friendly cubes, activists, or guerrillas.
that can reach their, right?
And not already selected as a destination. Yeah.
Okay, so I got that figured out. It's going to be Delhi, and I think the rule is it's going to be a troop. You got to look at the next thing. It's going to be a troop and then in sepoy, right?
Keep 1 troop and 1 sepoy at each 2-pop non-active support.
Or not the keep going. What's the next one? It's you're going to place a troop, right?
Get 1 troop to destination, get 1 support to destination.
Yep. So we got 1, and then that's enough to take control. So they're not going to add any more, right?
2 points.
2 points for them. And it's a limited action, so that's all they get to do. Is just 1. So that would have been deadly, because look at how many cubes they have to move out. That would have hurt us big time if they would have been able to get all those cubes on the board. All right. You are first on this card. Can I have the card while you're reading the other one?
Yeah.
Adding from out of play is not bad, Josh, or Jason. I almost called you Josh. Adding three
Spaces with activists.
things from out of play is pretty good. I'm not saying it's the best ever, but it's definitely not bad. Doesn't suck, is what my friend Tim would say. So what's going on? What are your thoughts?
I have a critical next time.
Oh, you have a critical in the next one? Are you first?
Yeah.
So you could theoretically pass and get a critical?
It doesn't help me though.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
If there's no Raj control in 4 spaces, you get to add an unrest marker.
Only if I have an underground gorilla.
Oh, you're right. You have to have an underground gorilla, which you don't have.
Mm-hmm.
That's your issue. And you already have an unrest marker in that one and only place you have an underground gorilla. So that hurts you because you took all the money and now you don't have underground gorillas. However, so you're right. This actually would have been awesome if you had underground gorillas, but you don't. You'd have been able to place 4 unrest markers all in once.
Yeah, so
what you can do then is you can do this event, which lets you add 3 gorillas from out of play.
add 3 gorillas.
Or you can just do actions. I mean, because you're going first. So the world's your oyster. You can do just about anything you want here.
Yeah, but I can do more with rallies, so I'd rather not.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a rally. I'm gonna do the middle option.
Okay.
I'm a rally. I add revolutionary forces. I can do it in cities, provinces, and states without any support.
Okay. So,
Well, actually, no. No, I'm gonna do the action.
so Rally's going to let you put some new ones out, right?
I wanna switch. I'm gonna do the event.
You want to do... Well, you would get to place 3 of them.
Yeah, I get to place 3 on this, or I get to place 3 over there.
The difference, though, is you also get to do a special activity with...
Yeah.
So that's up to you. Because the 3 you get to place is from out of play, Jason. So these 3 would still be available here. And if there's anything, I mean, you want to get more out there, Jason, and you want to look at the possibility of placing more bases, right?
I can't.
Well,
You cannot place a base unless it's a crisis.
right here in Rally. Replace gorillas equal to unity with a base.
Wait, really?
Yeah, read your Rally.
Oh.
So you're either placing gorillas or you're replacing gorillas with a base. Right now the unity is a 3, so that's an expensive thing, but the unity will go down.
Well, if I do an event, I think it would be better for me. I can take these 3.
Yeah, it's your call. And if you do an event, you're preventing them from doing the event, which they might actually do because of what you did there, but you're allowing them to do a full op plus special activity, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm gonna place 1 gorilla. Actually, can I do
What does the event say? Where does it say you can place?
in up to 3 spaces? Add 1 gorilla or activist from out of play. So I can only put 1 gorilla in each space.
Correct.
So I'm gonna put 1 gorilla there, 1 gorilla here, and 1 gorilla here.
Okay, so, all right. And you're thinking because you want to add a base up there? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
All right.
No one really goes up here.
And then, of course, the 2 pop spaces will get you some nice money if you need it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're done with your turn. So now we got to do a full action for the Muslim League. I'm assuming the next card's not critical for them. No. But they would actually go first. Let me check. Why don't I remember? I think they would be first eligible on upcoming card. They actually would pass, even though they really could do a full action here. So, yeah, they're going to pass and it's going to screw us. All right, so they're going to pass. And then I'm going to reach over and get that card out of play. All right, so this is their card, and then this one is the next card. So it's critical for us, but they're going first. Oh, come on, they're going to screw us again.
Oh, wait. So they didn't go?
They passed because they were first eligible in the next card. So what they're going to do now, well, let's look at this real quick. In up to 3 spaces with activists, remove any guerrillas. Okay, in up to 4 spaces with underground guerrillas, add a guerrilla. Oh, this was your critical thing. We already read that one, yep. So this one here, replace up to 3 Congress activists with sepoys, shift up to 3 spaces with protest markers, 1 level towards active opposition, then remove the markers. Ooh, that's really nice.
Do I go wait, I don't even have to furry. No, I would.
Okay, put this back on top. All right, so the priorities for the Muslim player who's going first here is current event is critical and effective. No. The next eligible would choose critical event. No. Will they be first eligible on an upcoming critical event? The answer is yes. But the critical event may not be effective for them. Is there any protest markers at all on a Muslim space?
No.
So here's what's interesting, Jason. It's asking, will they be first eligible in an upcoming critical event? The answer is yes. However, yeah, well, you just got to do what it says. It's going to pass.
So you wouldn't be able to do your critical event?
Well, what's interesting is, so when we get to the next card and they go first, the question is going to be current event is critical and effective. It's not effective. So they're not going to actually do the event. And then it's going to say next eligible could choose a critical event, and then it's going to choose up only and cock block me.
So just play this round.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is I'm not going to get to see that event. That's an awesome event. I get to basically shift everywhere there's a protest marker. I get to shift towards points for me. So it's sort of the same deal as you. I got really screwed because he passed twice. But you're right, I am going to get to go this turn. And the problem though is the Raj goes first. So they don't view this as a critical event. Next eligible doesn't. They're not going to be first eligible in the upcoming card, right? Nope. So they're going to do op plus special activity. And then we either have to do the event or a limited operation. And that hurts us big time.
What does the event do?
This is your critical one for the guerrillas. In 3 spaces with activists, remove any active guerrillas. That doesn't do me anything. I mean, if I could remove your unrest markers, I would have done that. Okay, so we're gonna, I'm gonna be stuck doing a limited operation. These guys suck. All right, let's do the Raj first. Any 2 provinces with no Raj control? Yes. Is the die roll less than available troops? No, we got to roll. Go ahead and roll. No, troops. The answer is no, because there's no troops at all. Okay, they're going to do govern, Jason, in 2 spaces. So I need you to look up govern. They're going to do remove protest. So govern is any 2 spaces with cubes. So they want to remove a protest marker. Well, that makes it easy. There's only 1 protest space that has cubes. So this space Bihar, they're going to remove a protest marker. So can you take that off?
No.
Oh, sorry, put it back. It's only where there's no activists. So that's nowhere. Okay, so now they're going to do imperialism. So this has to be a space where they have cubes. So they're going to do imperialism, where they're going to shift support. So you need to look up, oh, I'm sorry. Let me hand it to you. What's the shift support priority for them?
2 pop.
Okay,
No protest.
no protest.
Unrest.
Okay,
Most opposition.
that would be Punjab, because they're ×2. So govern just needs to be anywhere where there's cubes. So now you got to roll a die. Tell me what the die is.
Do I want lower?
Low.
2.
Okay, so they're only going to be able to shift support twice. So that means after they do this location, they won't do another location because they just know they're going to shift twice. So it goes to neutral.
And Muslims lose 2 and you lose 2.
No, Muslims lose 4.
And you lose 4.
Yeah.
Dang, you guys just went down hard.
Okay, and then the next thing they're going to do is remove adversaries. So what's the remove priority?
Space with no Raj control.
Okay.
2 pop.
Yep.
Protest.
Protest. Okay.
Unrest.
I think you can stop with protest. Because it's no. There's only 1 place with cubes.
Oh.
So now I need you to look. It's player faction, isn't it? The higher priority for removing that little chart on the bottom left. It's going to be.
Oh no, it's unrest marker.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is the unrest marker. Removing adversaries. Yes, it removes an unrest marker, and then only if the unrest marker is gone, it shifts 1. Oh. Oh. Okay. Give the Muslims and me 2 points. Okay, put a passive oppose back out there. They did shift me down once, but they removed your unrest marker. That one is gone, so you lose 2 points. That's what they removed.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. We did partially right. Remove the 2 points from us again. They get to shift twice and remove unrest markers. So that's gone. And then they're removing this unrest marker.
I don't think there's no one there.
No, but it's where a 2-pop protest is, right?
But they don't have any cubes anywhere else.
East Bengal.
You're telling me that they can do that with 1 troop?
Yeah. They just have to have cubes. That's it. So I need to know the priorities again. Is it a protest markers where the priority is?
Space with no Raj control. 2 pop. Protest.
Okay, so it would be Bihar. And I think they're removing my guy. So that means this guy goes to jail. Because they would remove me over them, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no unrest marker there, so that's the reason why it's me. Okay, so I know that was painful, but now we got to say, are all protest markers, if any, have cubes? And the answer is no. So now they're going to do sweep. And this is going to be brutal because their restraint is only 1. So that means they're going to sweep again and again until they're done. So I need you to look up the sweep priority. It's going to be a 2-pot place, I know that.
Space with no Raj control, 2-pop, protest, fewest active adversaries.
Okay, well there's only 3 protest markers. So we're looking at 3 spaces here. Fewest active adversaries, I would say is, no, where a protest marker is.
Oh.
It would be, BR has 3. Would you agree that that's it?
Yeah, and the rest have 4.
Okay, so then it's going to be the place where there's the most cubes, which is here. And I think your instruction is it's going to be 1 of each, right?
Yeah.
So then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 3. So they're going to get Raj control, so give them 2 points. Okay, but they're not done. Now you're going to roll a die, and only if you roll a 1 are they going to be screwed.
So we roll. No, it's 1.
So no, you rolled a 5. So now they're going to the next protest, which is going to be the United Provinces. So we're going to take from here, again, 1 of each. And that's not enough. So now they're going to take 2 more sepoys for 4.
Not enough.
Not enough, so they need 1 more for
Yeah,
5.
That's not where they have the most anymore.
I know, but they keep taking from that one spot. They still have enough to keep control. So they get control there. Give them 2 more points. All right, so now they're going to go, yep, you got to roll.
No, the
Roll
1.
2. So now they're going here, and they're going to move 1 of each. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's only 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You may need to check the chart. Does it say to keep moving sepoys until they have? It's going to be the ABC column thing. And if you want me to check, because I know exactly where to look. All right, so so the big thing is you can see their dots are right here, and it says keep 1 troop and 1 sepoy, keep sufficient paces not to lose, and then it says get 1 troop to destination, get 1 sepoy, and then add sepoys, then troops until cubes exceed active adversaries. So yeah, we're doing it absolutely correct there. They just gained control of this one. Give them 2 more points. So they're up to 30. This is not good, Jason. What's next in their priorities after protest markers? Oh, you got to roll. Yep. So after protest markers, what's next?
Unrest.
So 2-pot places with unrest and no Raj control, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a tie between East and West Bengal. And Madras down here. And it's going to be whatever has the least active adversaries, right?
Yep, Madras.
East Bengal only has 1, Madras only has 1. So is there another priority?
Wait, which one is it again? Sweep?
Sweep.
Wait, sweep.
Yeah, sweep. You said 2-pot protest.
No troops.
No troops at all?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be here.
No, it would be either.
Oh, you're right. So what's the next one?
Muslim state. It's here.
Yep, it is there. So you were asking how do they get rid of Muslim states? This is it. Okay, so they definitely want to go there. They're not going to go from here. They're going to go from Delhi. So there's a red and a white, and that would be enough to gain control, correct?
Uh-huh.
All right, and then next.
But
They're-
they don't gain control.
They're going to try to go to this one. Will you stop? So they're going to move 1, 2, like so. Roll again. And yeah, they're going to just keep going. So now they're going to West Bengal. And 1 of each goes here. That's not enough. So they're gonna send another one from Madras. There. So that's enough to finally take that. So then now what's next? They've gone to every 2-pop place on the board, haven't they?
Yep.
Nope, Punjab. No, they already have control there. So now they're going to 1-pop places. The priority is protest. Those are covered. Unrest is all covered. And then you said Muslim state. Or nope, there's one unrest up there.
He can't reach me.
You're right, he can't reach that because that's too far away.
Ha ha!
That's actually a really great place for a base. So after Muslim state, what is it? Is it just random?
Yeah.
So roll. You know you got to roll 2 dice. So you rolled a 5-3. Where does that put us?
Hyperbad.
All right, so that's a state. Can sweep move to a state? Yes, it can. But it can only do it with sepoys. Because remember, troops can never be in states. Which changes a few things. Because these are Muslim states here. So these 2 troops have to go back to Delhi. And then what I'm going to do instead is just take the sepoys from Delhi. Like, the outcome's the same. It's just I couldn't take red troops. All right, so you said Hyderabad?
Hyperbad.
Hyperbad. Well, actually, this is getting interesting. But they can move just 1, and that's all it takes for there. Roll the die.
1!
You finally rolled a 1. So what that means now is they can move troops, but not sepoys. Yes, it keeps going.
Do I have to roll another one?
Nope, you basically ruled out sepoys from here on out. But here's the deal, there's only 1 extra troop here to send out.
And 1 here.
We've been trying to keep one more than the number of activists so you can keep control. So, with that said, do a random roll. All right, so you rolled a 2-5. Where does that put us? It's somewhere up north.
East Bengal.
So then it would be Assam.
Wait. East Bengal.
Yes, I know, but we already did East Bengal. So then keep going up.
Assam, yeah.
Assam's too far away. Keep going.
Delhi.
Delhi, keep going.
United Provinces.
Keep going.
Bihar.
So we're on the 3s now?
Yep.
So it's going to be West Bengal. Keep going through all of the...
East Bengal. Again.
Yes, I get it. Keep going. Go to 4 if you have to.
Delhi.
Rajputana. All right, so they're going to send 1... Nope, they can't send a troop to a state. So keep going. Central provinces. You're saying
Send.
this isn't next.
No.
4 goes to there.
4-3.
All right. That's where it goes. Okay, I think their turn is finally over. So now it's to me, and I would have loved to have done, well, maybe I still can. Non-cooperation can only be done if there's no Raj control. So, boo-hoo, they just took control of everything.
No,
And I only have 1 activist available to deploy, right?
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, this is awful, Jason, because I'm trying to just do something. What does the event do? In up to 3 spaces with activists, remove active guerrillas. In up to 4 spaces with underground guerrillas, add 1 guerrilla, or if no Raj control, an unrest marker. That's an awful event. Okay, so I can't do rally because I only have 1 activist to place with rally. If I do demonstrate, I can move my activists, which does let me go into adjacent non-railway spaces. but I can only move one. I can only move up to restraint. Let me show you. So the destination has to have the protest marker or Gandhi. And destinations that I would move to have neither. So, and of course, if there's no Raj control, I can place a protest marker, which that part is good. So I could, but the thing is, I would only be able to move to one space. You know what? This is a limited operation anyways. I could only move one anyways. So I'd be able to get a protest marker on a space that's like, you know, probably not going to be a 2-pop space. But like Punjab, I actually could. Civil disobedience, any spaces with protester Gandhi plus spaces with Congress activists up to restraint. Or I do rally and just place one activist, which actually is not bad because with the way the AI works is they put just enough troops to take control. So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I place one more activist there, I remove the control from them again. So I'm going to do that. Jason, if you can hand me the activist. Yeah, I know it's a silly one, but I'm going to do rally. And I'm going to put that activist here in Bombay and then cause them to lose control. So -2 points for them. And then it says I could move one activist from out of play to available. So can you do that? I know that wasn't very exciting. It says any cities, provinces, and states with protester Gandhi up to restraint or neutral opposition up to restraint. That's it. That wasn't very exciting, but it was a limited operation for me anyway. So being able to only go to one space was fine. All right, so next event, Jason. This is where they're critical. Okay, so I don't remember what it says again. I know it's one that I really wanted, but every protest marker shifts opposition, right? Can you give me the sheet?
Shift up to 3 spaces with protest markers, each one level towards active opposition, then remove the protest markers. Replace up to 3 Congress activists with Sepoys, Muslim League activists, or guerrillas. Shift unity -1. They could technically do that.
Technically do what? Well, they're white, right? They have the white background?
Yeah.
So they want to do the top one.
Yeah, they would do that.
Okay, so they're going to do the event then?
Oh yeah.
Because it's critical?
Yep, give me the thing.
Okay, well, what does the event do?
Replace up to 3 Congress activists with Sepoys, Muslim League activists, or guerrillas. Shift unity -1.
Okay, so unity went down 1, and it said replace up to 3,
Congress activists.
and it has to be Congress activists.
Yes.
With Sepoys,
Muslim League activists or guerrillas. And
Right.
they obviously want to do guerrillas. I don't know why you wouldn't.
okay, so for remove or replace, they want to go where there's the most Muslim League bases, and then a Muslim space, then protest. Then Raj control, which is all of the protest spaces, except for 1. Then 2-pop, and then random. So I know you're going to roll random here, but it's going to be an easy peasy decision. It's 2 places. And United Provinces, go ahead and roll, but United Provinces will be the first one you hit, just because of how it works. 3, 4 puts me at West Bengal, which if you loop around, you eventually get to United Provinces. You have to go through all the numbers, but you would get there. So these 2 would be replaced, Jason, and so would this one, because once they finish this one, they would move here to do that one. So replace them, please. They go into available, and then all 3 of them get replaced. Nope, it's the other way around. There you go. So they got a bunch of Muslim activists in non-Muslim spaces, which is funny. But that is how that event plays out. Okay, so they're done, and you get to do a full action. So go ahead.
Okay. Now what I want to do. I'm gonna do unrest and assassinate.
Okay, so unrest is spaces with an underground guerrilla,
Wait, what's envy?
non-violent,
Okay.
which is Muslim or me. So, okay, so you need to go to a space with an underground guerrilla, and it costs resources equal to restraint.
So one.
1.
Boop. Boop.
So you're gonna do 2 spaces.
Yeah.
Go ahead and add your unrest markers. And then what it says is you activate the gorilla. So you gotta activate them.
Wait, I have to activate him? I might have.
It says in each space, activate 1 underground gorilla.
Okay, then I'm probably gonna do aid then. Yeah, I'll probably do aid.
I thought you were gonna do assassinate.
Yeah, I'm gonna do aid then because I forgot it turns him active.
You need the money that bad?
Aid makes me let him go underground.
Okay. I just gotta warn you, we're near the end of the game, and if you add those unrest markers, you're now winning the game. By not adding those unrest markers, you have to take 4 points away, and you're not winning anymore.
Yeah, I'm still doing unrest. I'm just gonna do aid.
Okay, so let's start over then. Put your score back to where it was. Get your unrest markers off. And then whatever activists were underground, you need to make them underground. Okay, so you're doing aid first, not assassinate.
No, I'm doing underground. I'm doing unrest first.
You didn't need to reverse anything then. Okay, then flip
I
them.
never said that was okay.
Because here's the deal. Unrest, look, listen to me, please. Unrest says in each space activate an underground gorilla if present. Okay. So then you paid your 2 resources, you gained your 4 points. Okay.
Wait.
Now you're going to do aid,
I
right?
can, wait. I can do another thing. I can put another unrest marker here. And I can do this.
So you did it way up there
Yep.
for another point. Okay. Now, yes, you're doing aid, and you're going to do the part where you are going to pay a resource to flip all gorillas there underground.
Yep.
So where are you going to do this?
Here, and there.
So that's going to cost you 3 resources.
Flip that one.
Okay, by flipping this one underground, you now gave the Raj 2 points.
Okay.
Then you regain control. All right, that's your turn, right? Okay, so now myself and the Raj go up. Hand me the card. That's out of play, right?
Yep.
So hand me the next card. And then I go first on the next card after this.
And it's a critical.
For who?
You.
So... Okay, so that's their card. Can I see the next one?
You like it.
Yeah, I would like that one. So, especially since I don't have any control right now. Okay, so for them, it's not critical for them. Next eligible is not critical. they're not going to be first eligible in the next event. So they're going to do the full ops plus SA. So I either need to do the event or I get a limited operation again. And I'm going to go ahead and pass. Move one of my activists from out of available. And I'm going to go ahead and discard this card. So we got to do his action here. Any underground guerrillas in support spaces? Yes. Troops in cities exceed troops in provinces? No. So we're going to flip the card. Is the die roll greater than available troops? Roll.
Die roll.
So there's 3 troops.
Yeah.
Is the die roll less than available troops? The answer is no. Okay, so they're going to do an assault, Jason. And the activation number is a 1. So we need to do remove. Would you like to still do the priorities?
Sure.
It's remove or replace.
Okay, space with no Raj control.
Really? That's their top priority?
Yep.
Okay. I would say, yep, go ahead.
This is an assault?
This is an assault, yes. Does assault have its own
Twice
column?
the cubes of active adversaries.
That's an interesting one. This has 3 cubes with 2 active adversaries. This is 3 cubes with 1 active. So the answer is yes to this one.
Here as well.
And yes to that one. So keep going then.
To pop, protest, unrest.
Oh, hold on. Stop.
It would be here.
2 pop, protest, unrest.
Mm-hmm.
Punjab got eliminated because remember the top priority was no Raj control.
Oh yeah, so it's here.
Well, it's also Madras because there's 2 to 1 here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it would be Muslim state though. So.
oh, Muslim state is one of the priorities?
Yeah.
Okay. So then they're going to do assault, which is they're going to remove remove 1 active piece for every 2 cubes. Remove bases last. At the end of the Raj turn. For every 2 cubes. So this does not remove the Muslim state. What removes the Muslim state? I know they have one, Jason, that removes Muslim states. Oh, the govern does that. Okay, your gorilla's gone. So we got to roll the die to see if they keep going. Okay, they keep going. So now they're gonna. So based on your priorities you read to me, what's next? This one. Gone.
Next one.
Next one. What do you think was the next one? This is a Muslim state.
That one would really be it.
Yeah. So here there's only white cubes. So it's 2 to 1. So they remove bases last. So yours goes.
It's just destroying me. I don't like it.
Yep.
Again, would probably be.
Was it protest or unrest? What was the priority?
Protest was first.
Protest was it?
Yeah, but both of these places have Raj control.
Right, but if you look everywhere else that there's no Raj control and there's a troop, there's nothing to kill,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have to now do Raj control. So you have to go through those priorities again, but this time with the Raj control.
2 pop, protest.
Protests are the places?
Twice the cubes of active adversaries.
Okay. So this one I think is twice the cubes of active, right?
No, it's almost.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then keep going.
And it just goes to Muslim state.
So then,
Unrest, Muslim state.
and you have unrest in all of them. So roll dice. Let's randomize. 5-5. What do we got? I'm saying Bombay presidency.
Orissa. No.
Okay, it's 3 places, Jason. United Province, Bihar, or Bombay presidency. You should be able to use your eyeballs and get to it like within seconds.
United Provinces.
Okay. You had to basically reset back to 1? Okay. So United Provinces, when there's a troop there, it's 1 for 1. So all 3 of these go to jail. Go ahead and roll. You rolled a 5, so we keep going. Do a random roll, figure out which one's next. 6-1. So that's going to be Bihar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to remove 1, 2, 3. And it's definitely just active pieces. So they're all going to jail. And then just roll to see if they can continue. He rolled a 2, so they're continuing. So now they're going to slaughter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Gandhi is 5. They removed everybody. There's no place left on the board for them to remove pieces. Punjab. You're right. Roll.
Yes! I got a 1! I saved my guy.
Oh, you're so funny. Yeah, because that was not a protest place, so that was last. Yep. That's so funny. Okay, so there is one extra rule that if Gandhi gets arrested, restraint gets shifted -1. That part doesn't matter. Then Congress can place an available protest in up to 2 cities, provinces, and states. So hand me 2 protest markers. They basically annihilated me, so I don't know what I can do, but I'm going to go ahead and go. I mean, if I put a protest marker here, by the way, they gained control here.
Yeah, they did.
So they get 2 points for that. And where else can... Well, I actually think we need to get the Muslim ones going. So, for example, in Punjab there, I'm going to make them lose control. So take 2 points away from them. And this is getting very... I do not play well as the Congress player. I think some of it is you have to have protests in order to score points, and the protests are so hard. But this is brutal. So this guy is done. We're on to the next card. Hand me the next card. Oh my gosh, Jason, hold on. He's not even done with his turn. He's now doing govern in 2 spaces to remove adversaries. Which there aren't any left because he's basically...
He's annihilated all of them.
Oh, but hold on. Govern.
He can also remove the Muslim states.
Yes, it can. So...
Remove them. Remove them. Remove them. Remove them.
He removes an active piece, top priority. And if no active adversaries, he's going to buy imperialism. First thing he removes is the unrest marker. And then he shifts support or removes a Muslim state. So what's his priority for removing again? You said it was a Muslim, it was a no Raj control?
No Raj control.
Muslim state, right?
Muslim state. Which
is the East and
Yeah.
West Bengal. Okay, so
just to pop all the rest.
unfortunately, he's removing the unrest in both places first.
Really?
Yep, he has to remove unrest first. He can't remove a Muslim state marker until the unrest markers are gone.
I hate this.
So you lost 2 unrest markers and you lost 4 points. And the AI plays good, doesn't it? It plays well. That's probably the better. I'm not doing good English for you. English. My English is bad. Okay, hand me the next card. Come on. I don't want to talk about your school on video. So this is our card, and then what's the card after? Any critical events for anybody?
Yeah, Muslim. And you.
And me?
Yep.
So I'm gonna need to see that one too, because I'm first on that one as well, aren't I?
Yep.
Holy cow, it's just Gandhi hour. Add one unrest marker to a space with cubes, then remove up to 4 pieces there to available. Shift the space 2 levels towards active opposition. So that helps you and me, Jason. Here you go. I'm not gonna do it though. I'm gonna do this one. Shift up to 2 process spaces, each 1 level towards active opposition. So I am going to do the event. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So we're gonna shift 2 of them. And what sucks, of course, is that they're going to just remove it right back because of their stupid, stuff here. But I'm gonna go to active oppose times 2. And times 2,
Does that give you 2 points? 2 points.
I'm gonna get 4 points total.
There we go. You're not last.
Unfortunately, he's got control over every protest space, so that's gonna kill me. All right, so then we gotta decide what to do next. So the next player is you. You get to do a full action,
Yep. Give me it.
or you can pass. All right, you're gonna do full action.
Yeah, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do aid. I'm gonna gain some resources. So I'm gonna activate this gorilla. I'm gonna activate that gorilla. I'm gonna activate dope gorilla. And I get $6.
Okay, now what?
And then I'm gonna do unrest.
You're gonna place some more unrest markers?
Yeah.
Looks like there's only one
Wait.
place you can do it. West
I
Bengal.
thought this wrong.
West Bengal's the only place you can do it.
Yeah, I know.
I think you might want to deploy. Or rally, I mean. Hey, we're at an hour. So thanks for watching. Stay awesome, stay healthy and safe, and I'll hit go in 2 seconds.